everyone, Christina here, and I'm so happy to be back in a new video with you today. I'm going to be sharing with you how to make some lazy, raw food vegan dinner ideas. These recipes are simple, quick, easy, flavorful, savory, and satisfying. Many of you have requested of me to share with you some recipes that you can make after you get home from a really long day when you don't want to put too much time or energy into making something. To some of you, these recipes might appear to be overly easy, but that's the point. We all know what it feels like to get home from a really long day and to not want to prepare an intricate dish. But we still want to be able to enjoy something that's healthy and colorful and satisfying. My goal for today's video is to inspire you to make one of these recipes when you're feeling like you'd rather eat something else instead. These recipes are that simple. Each one of these recipes takes under 15 minutes to make. When I'm at home in my kitchen doing my thing and I'm in my groove, it'll take me less than 10 minutes to whip up one of these dishes. To me, this is real fast food. Not to mention it's raw, it's vegan, it's living, colorful food, and your body will thank you for it. These recipes are also perfect for those of you who are learning about the raw food lifestyle and looking for some beginner recipes. I know you'll have a great time in the kitchen with these. Today, I'm gonna be showing you how to make a pineapple mango gazpacho, collard wraps with a chunky guacamole and extra sprouts, a creamy avocado soup, and a rainbow veggie crudité with the most delicious sauce or dressing ever. I'm gonna be using a Vitamix blender to make some of the recipes in today's video. For those of you who are looking for a new blender, I highly recommend the Vitamix blender. It is the best of the best. If we're talking about making quick or fast meals here, there's usually no better way to whip up a healthy, delicious, and complete meal than by making a smoothie bowl, a soup, a dressing, a sauce. Having a good blender in your home is absolutely essential, and that's one of the reasons why I'm using my Vitamix in today's video. It just really helps to speed up the process. Some of you might be noticing that I have a new white Ascend Series 3500 in my kitchen today, and I am so excited about it. I even got the new food processor attachment. The Ascend 3500 is the best of the best. You can actually alternate the blender head with the new food processor attachment. The base can use both of them. It's so cool. For those of you who are looking to get a new blender, I highly recommend the Vitamix. Like I said, there's just no better blender out there than the Vitamix. I've included a bunch of links below for you where you can check out not only the A3500, but also their new Vitamix 1 series. You can check out the food processor attachment, and you can check out some of the special deals that they have going on right now that are timely, so be sure to check them out. Those links are below for you. For those of you who want to reference the recipes that I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video, you can also check out my Fully Raw Recipe app. I've just added these recipes there for you as well. My Fully Raw Recipe app is available on iTunes and Google Play, and there are more than 450 raw vegan recipes in my app waiting for you to enjoy. I've included those download links in the description below for you as well. So let's jump straight into these recipes and have a little bit of fun. Are you ready? Let's get started. Raw food is the real fast food, and one of the most beautiful parts about this lifestyle is the simplicity. You can sit down with a plate of fruit, a half of a watermelon, 5 to 6 mangoes, and enjoy a simple mono meal. There's nothing easier than peeling a banana or just enjoying a meal of fresh, ripe, delicious fruit. It's also too easy to make a smoothie and bring it with you anywhere. I wanted to mention that to you because since we're talking about lazy meals here, eating a mono meal, a plate of fruit, or a smoothie are truly the easiest ways to go. But since this is a recipe video, and since you might be looking for some simple recipes, I'm gonna be sharing with you some dishes or some creations that aren't mono meals and that aren't typical smoothies. I'm gonna be making my famous and favorite fully raw chunky guacamole. This is always a crowd favorite, and it is no regular guac because it has so many flavors and textures in it. It's not your classic guacamole, I'll just say that. And it's got a spicy kick to it. This recipe is in my Fully Raw app for you. I also made this chunky guacamole recipe in a separate YouTube video, except for I took it and I stuffed it inside of some poblano peppers, which is another way that I like to enjoy this recipe. But for today, we're gonna take this chunky guac and we're going to spread it on top of or add it into some fresh collard leaves and then sprinkle it with some fresh sprouts on top. Basically, we're making guac wraps with fresh sprouts and it is divine. I've included that YouTube video link for you below. Also, for those of you who want to learn how to grow your own sprouts at home or just to grow your own food at home, I've included my video, How to Grow Your Own Sprouts for 25 cents a day, in the links below for you, along with my favorite resource for organic and non-GMO seeds. They have the best sprout seeds below for you. Definitely check them out. So let's go ahead and make some chunky guacamole. When you're ready, grab a large mixing bowl and add on in approximately 2 to 4 ripe avocados. Yes, I said 2 to 4 avocados. Avocados are abundant in season right now and they are so ripe and buttery. I'm making a huge bowl of this because I'm gonna be sharing this with Cash and some other friends tonight. And you can also store this recipe for up to approximately 2 to 3 days in a sealed tight container. Once you've added your avocado in the bowl and mashed it up just a bit, you can now add approximately 1 to 2 cups of sliced grape or cherry tomatoes, depending on how much you want, a full head of cilantro diced. You can also add in a half of a cup of fresh parsley as well if you'd like, or any other herbs really. 1 cup of chopped red onion, finely diced. A half to 1 cup of fresh sliced leeks. A half to 1 cup of fresh green onions. 1 jalapeno, seeded, rinsed, and finely diced. And pink Himalayan salt to taste. Go ahead and start mixing this chunky guac together with a spatula. And as you're mixing it, you can also add in some fresh chili flakes and some black pepper. Is your mouth watering yet? Once you've made your chunky guacamole, go ahead and grab your collard leaves. You can begin to spread or add your chunky guac on top of your collard leaves, and then grab some of your fresh sprouts. I've got clover sprouts here, but you can use whatever sprouts you'd like, and sprinkle them on top. Whenever I don't feel like making something extravagant in the kitchen, this is usually my go-to because chunky guac goes with pretty much everything, and I love enjoying it with some fresh greens. I hope you love this recipe. It is absolutely delicious. My mouth is drooling just looking at these right now, and I cannot wait to dive in. Next up, one of the lazy raw food dinner ideas that I'm gonna be sharing with you is to make a rainbow crudité platter of all of your favorite fruits and vegetables that you want. If you don't have any colorful fruits or vegetables in your home, you can just use greens. You can even just use romaine lettuce. And to pair it with your favorite sauce or dressing of choice. You can use whatever you have in your home. And today I'm gonna be making a raw vegan ranch dressing with some of the herbs from my garden and also using some local macadamia nuts and a few extra cashews as well. This dressing is in my app, but I've put a few twists on it since I had some local and fresh ingredients that I really wanted to add. If you wanted to get even lazier here, I will say there have been evenings where I've simply just made a tomato tahini sauce and I've sliced some cucumbers, like 4 or 5 cucumbers, and I just dip the cucumbers in the sauce and that has been my dressing. Now that's on a really, really, really lazy night. As you can see here, I've pre-chopped up some carrots, some fresh broccolini, cauliflower, some yellow carrots, red carrots, white carrots, purple carrots, fresh cucumber from my garden, red bell pepper from my garden, and some stalks of celery. Like I said, you can create a rainbow crudité platter of whatever floats your boat, whatever your taste buds desire. This is just what I put together to give you some ideas. So let's go ahead and make this delicious ranch dressing that can also be used as a dip. You don't have to eat all of this sauce or dressing in one setting. Actually, it'll hold for about 3 days in a sealed tight jar. You can eat as much of it as you'd like until you get full. When ready, go ahead and add into your Vitamix blender a half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of raw macadamia nuts, 1 sprig of fresh green onion, the juice of 2 limes, or about a half a cup of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of raw onion powder, 1 teaspoon of raw garlic powder, or you can use 2 fresh cloves of garlic here. I've got a small sprig of dill. You can add more if you'd like. And because I want to add a twist on this recipe, I'm also going to be adding in some fresh lemon basil from my garden, as well as some fresh oregano. And a pinch of pink salt to taste. If you're using a Vitamix blender, this creamy and thick dip should blend just fine. But if you're using a different type of blender, you might need to add a little bit of water to help it blend. Blend this up until it becomes completely creamy and smooth, and look how absolutely mouth-watering this looks. Not only is this an easy dinner idea that you can enjoy at any time, and you can always have this dip in the refrigerator for you, but also this is a great appetizer platter that you can share with family or friends at any occasion. Next up, we're gonna be making a creamy avocado soup. As you can see, I've put on a green shirt to match my green avocado soup because I'm kind of excited about it. This creamy avocado soup can be enjoyed with some fresh greens that you can dip in and enjoy in the soup, or chop and put in the soup. And I've also got some raw vegan dehydrated crackers that you can also dip into the soup to enjoy as well. I've removed the food processor attachment from the Vitamix blender, and I've replaced it with the regular blender head container. And when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and add into our blender container approximately 1.5 ripe avocados. You can do 2 if you'd like. You'll see that I have 3 here. I always have an extra backup avocado just in case one of them doesn't ripen well, or if it doesn't ripen at all. 1.5 to 2 cups of freshly cut cucumber. Or if you don't want to chop the cucumber, just put in 1 large cucumber. 1 small Anaheim pepper or poblano pepper with the seeds removed. 1 tablespoon of green onion. 1 clove of garlic. 1 tablespoon of fresh cilantro. The juice of 1 lemon or lime. And a pinch of pink salt. Once all of these ingredients are in your blender, go ahead and blend this for about 1 to 2 minutes until it becomes completely smooth and slightly warm. One of the best parts about the Vitamix blender is that it will warm your soups without cooking it, so you can still enjoy a nice warm soup. If you want it to be even cooler than that, you can stick this recipe in the refrigerator for about an hour and enjoy a chilled cucumber avocado soup. Once you've blended up this soup, go ahead and pour it into your bowl of choice. A little something extra that you can do to add some texture and crunch into your soup, if you choose, is to add in some freshly chopped cucumber and even sprinkle some fresh thyme on top. Voila! How beautiful does this creamy avocado soup look? Enjoy. And like I said before, you can enjoy this soup with some raw vegan crackers and also some fresh greens. This is no ordinary soup. You can enjoy this as a soup, or if you even want to try it as a salad dressing or even a dip or sauce, you can do that as well. This is such a versatile recipe and it can be used in so many ways. It's a winner. Next up is a pineapple mango gazpacho. A gazpacho is in between a salsa and a soup, and this one is sweet, savory, and it even has a little bit of spice. I'm gonna be using my Vitamix with the food processor attachment on top to make this recipe. You can use any food processor that you want, or if you really wanna be lazy in this recipe, you can just chop up all the ingredients and mix them in a bowl, and it will taste delicious, just like a chunky salsa. When ready, go ahead and add into your food processor approximately 1 to 2 cups of ripe pineapple, chopped, 2 cups of ripe mango, sliced or cut, 1 to 2 cups of ripe tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of red onion, chopped, 1 jalapeno with the seeds removed and rinsed. This is optional. 1 heaping tablespoon of green onion, 1 cup of cilantro, the juice of 1 lime or lemon, and a pinch of pink salt. Pulse this into your food processor until it reaches the consistency you desire. I really like for mine to have a little bit of a soupy feel, but not totally blended. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. Once you've pulsed it in your food processor, pour it into any serving bowl of your choice. You can top it with some extra sprinkled cilantro or some green onions. And voila, look at this delicious gazpacho. Yum. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you. If you have enjoyed these lazy raw food vegan dinner ideas, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because there's only more deliciousness to come. If you're interested in more raw food recipes, please download my Fully Raw Recipe app, available on iTunes and Google Play. The link is in the description below for you. Also, for those of you interested in getting a Vitamix blender or checking out their accessories or even some of the special deals going on right now, please check out the links in the description because I've included a bunch of different links for you to reference and to enjoy. So also, by using my link in the description below, it'll give you free shipping on orders of $50 or more. Thank you again for joining me in this video today. I hope that you are inspired to try one of these creations or that you are inspired to make a few of your own. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Thank you again, sending you all my hugs and my love. I'll see you soon.